Hi, Kieran. I'm Marina. I'm from Kinótico in Spain. How are you?
Oh, good. How are you?
Fine. Um, I'd like to ask you first, about why it is so entertaining to see rich people destroying themselves or basically being bad persons to other rich people.
I have no idea. It's you would have to ask you that. I don't really. It's funny. I don't even see the wealth thing as part of the show so much. I know it looks like it on the surface that's really what it's about, but I feel like that's just, to me anyway, that's sort of a backdrop. I see very flawed people that I guess just happen to have a lot of money and work with a company that has a tremendous amount of influence over the world. Um, so I see it.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Um, I think it's something like, they have a lot of things that we don't have. So it's quite entertaining to see them fail or to see them like they are just like ourselves.
Yeah, because you would think, you have a bunch of money, that solves everything. Good, I can go buy a house or two or several, and I'll be happy. But no,
Mm,
you won't. Yeah.
yeah. I think that's basically it. But I also find very interesting that in this show, the way that the children and all the members of the family speak to each other is through business. It seems
Hmm.
like they don't know any other way to speak to each other.
Yeah,
But
I would agree with that. I mean, I've thought about whether or not Roman actually has friends, and I don't think that he does. Not proper ones. He probably has some. I feel like he might have some old friends that he used to know, but he doesn't really know how to. He has a tough time, having genuine connections with people, and he has genuine connections with his family. But there's, look at his parents. They didn't really encourage, communication and expression of love and things like that. So I think you're right. I think that's spot on. I think he wants to hang out with the siblings and tries to say things like, is there ever a time we can get together and just talk like normal people? That's the best he can do in terms of like, hey, I love you, we should hang out. But they don't know how to do it, and I think the best way of doing it is to talk business or compete with each other. Even or even if it's not against each other, if we have like one enemy that we have together, that's our way of saying, hey, you know strictly business, but we can bond together to get that guy. you
mhm,
know
yeah.
I think that's
Um,
spot on.
yeah. I also think you're right in how they see themselves, especially Roman in this the beginning of season 4. You see, like he he wants to do something for himself, but his siblings are like more interested in getting back at the father. I don't know if you see it that way.
Yeah, it's like I think he says like, you want to fuck. It's like, you want to fuck dad, you want to fuck Tom. I'm the only one who wants to start a business at a business and not fuck anyone. I think he means that. I think he's excited at the idea that we're going to do something together for that thing that we talked about of just like, I don't know how to just hang out with my siblings otherwise, but if we start a business together, then I can hang out with you guys, and you're also kind of my friends, like, and the people that I love and want to be with. So, but I don't really want to. Yeah, but I mean, I don't think Roman takes joy in the idea of going after dad, because historically, you lose when you do. So that's not nice. But also, we just got to a place where we're doing our own thing, and I maybe can like start finding a way to communicate with him on a personal level now that I'm not in business with dad anymore. Maybe I can try to find a way to have a relationship with him, which I
Mhm,
think was sort of his idea and his trajectory. So yeah, I think he's quite uncomfortable with doing this.
mhm. Yeah. It shows. It shows.
Yeah.
Just to that last question. Were you surprised when you read the ending, or were you expecting the show to end so soon?
Jesse, we had like a little meeting in a park before we started shooting this season, and we had heard rumors at the start of the third season that the third might have been the end, but I didn't believe it. And we started hearing rumors that the fourth might be the end, and I didn't believe it. And then had a meeting with him where he said he wasn't sure, but he thought, and he just sort of laid out what the entire season was. And to me, it sort of sounded like the end, but then he started riffing about where the story could go if there were to be a season 5, and I went, that sounds like a great show. So I was very uncertain the entire time, and it wasn't until we did the table read for the last episode that he told us for sure that we were done. Like right before we started shooting the end. Like honestly, a month ago, I think we found out. And then we shot the episode for 2 weeks, probably a little more than that. We shot the episode for like 2 weeks, and then it was just sort of over. And then come home and doing press, and haven't had time to really process what the feeling is. All I know is like, if it's over, and that means it's, you know, the right call.
Thank you very much, Kieran.
Thank you.